Jason, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having
Absolute
me.
pleasure.
You know, my first real interview since some years, you know. So it's time, I think, to get the message out. I'm hungry for skinny.
You look good, man.
I look skinny.
You look good.
Looking like you're giving Panther a run for its money.
Like skinny and shit. You know? People be looking at me like, man, you look like you're sick.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what is it? You get chemo on you, you look like you're sick. It knocks me down for about 4 or 5. Remember when you guys were calling? I was in bed.
Yeah,
But then it wears off after a little while and my weight starts coming right back. You know, most people stay skinny. I don't know. I just, you know, my body goes right back up.
Well, you always been an athlete, right?
Yeah, I remember boxing and shit. I played ball too, basketball. I was all right in basketball. I just chose for hustle, you know. I hustle more. I love the thrill of getting money.
Yeah, that could happen.
All that other stuff is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Why was money so important to you?
Grew up poor and didn't have it. If you grew up with something that you didn't have, when you start getting a taste of it and what comes with the money, it's not about even the money. It's about what comes with the money. But soon when you got, like I know people that got millions and millions of dollars, they don't care about the money no more. They care about what comes. Like they want the women, the cars, the influence, the thrill.
Yeah.
They like the thrill of what money gives you. You know, it's a thrill. It feels good when people admire you and know you, even though they give you a false sense of praise. It's false. Because when you drop, they're not gonna stay around. I don't care what no one says. They're not gonna stay around. No one. No one stays.
No, sorry.
No. The branches on the trees gonna fade away. They will be pruned. Branches, when God gives you He allows you to get in them. It's time, you know, lose it because you're not a good steward of what He gave you. He'll come prune the tree.
That's great.
How do you recognize that you have something that you should be a good steward for?
You really never will recognize to be a good steward of something until you lose something. It's like if I give you a big 10-carat diamond that's worth millions, you're going to hold on to it. But if you got 100 of them, you're going to be careless with it. Because you got so many of them. But what if someone come in and take them, like you had them in 10 hiding places, and then people find every hiding place, you won't be upset with the first 4. You're going to be mad. But then when they take them all, you're going to be like, oh my God, I should have put those somewhere else. But your attention could have went somewhere else where you weren't paying attention to someone watching you put them there.
So if I'm hearing you right, it's not about what you have, it's how you walk with what you have.
Yeah, because if you get it the wrong way, I always tell people that. I told you this before. Every time you try to get something for nothing, you're going to suffer. I don't care who it is. A woman that's trying to manipulate a man trying to manipulate a woman, he's trying to get it, she's trying to get it for something for nothing. Something bad going to come with that, I promise you.
Yeah.
So the people who say that if you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough, what do you say to that?
If you're not cheating,
There's a saying, people say that if you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough.
cheating on a spouse
Or in general.
Like cheating to win?
then you're going to lose.
Cheating to win.
Cheating will never win. I don't care what no one says. You can let them trick you because everything is like, how can I say this so you guys can understand it? Everything in life is like a tree. Nature is everything, but most people, we're so ignorant, we don't even pay attention to nature. Nature tells you everything. It can tell you how cruel animals are to each other, right? Self-preservation, they kill to eat to live. It's the same with us. We manipulate each other to get what we want to live. You understand?
Absolutely. And it's amazing that, like, us as human beings, we're able to manipulate nature for us to kind of be...
But we actually don't. Nature is much smarter than we are. When a big, like, let's say there was a tornado coming or a typhoon or tsunami's coming. Why do they know to go higher than we do? We're not smarter than them. Matter of fact, they're smarter than us. We're just savages now. You know, I heard Einstein say this one time. He said, our technology has surpassed our humanity. Right? We worry about phones and technology, but we don't learn about treating each other special, respecting each other. So that means technology has surpassed humanity. We're in trouble.
No, I think that's absolutely
and just like you were saying about cheating, you can't cheat your way. A tree don't cheat its way to grow big and strong, do it?
No, it doesn't.
It takes years for the sun to nurture it, rain, storms. So what happens when the tree goes through storms and nurturing in the sun? It grows strong so the storms can't blow it down. That's life.
Deeper the roots.
There you go. That's like the tree's going to be pruned now, because that's what nature seasons. We call seasons. When a season comes, it's going to knock the plants down. So the tree's going to shed its tree. God's going to prune it. If we don't cut it, God will prune it. The leaves will die. That's not supposed to go there. Then a new season of leaves will go. That's how it really works. I tell people all the time, nature is amazing. And sometimes people take a step back to lose everything to pay attention to nature. Because we're just like nature. We're a part of it.
We are.
Even though we destroy it, we are a part of it. And we so caught up in this world, one of these phones and that internet. The internet was really, people think it's good. It was the worst thing that was invented.
I agree.
Because now you can watch anything on the internet that it can corrupt your character. You got women and men on the internet thinking they're influencers. What are you influencing? You're working at a gym and talking. You don't have no talent. Yeah, you don't have any talent. Talent should be an influencer, not someone on a camera telling you that influence. Show me.
Yeah.
You can't influence me to go work out and do this. But you can influence me to do this or talk about some. All we do is always hear people talking about ignorant topics, but nothing with life. Nothing with life. Foolishness.
I think social media blurs the lines of what life is actually.
It's about life. Like, this is going to happen to you. I'm warning you before it happens, Don't be a victim,
That's why, it's a smart man will learn from his own mistakes, a wise man will learn from the mistakes of others.
Yes. But most people don't. We have to let it happen to us to learn, We're growing up in the hood, the streets. Instead of we watching this colleagues of ours doing 20 years for selling dope, we still think we can get away with it like we're special. No, you're not special. It's just your time ain't came up yet. I tell people all the time, you're not special. You're going to get your turn on the seesaw. Everybody gets your turn on the seesaw. It's your turn.
Your turn on it.
Your turn. You get on the seesaw, I got on mine.
What goes up must come down.
Absolutely.
Right?
Wow.
Absolutely. Everyone gets a turn on the seesaw.
But why do you think, like for example, right?
Young people out there, they don't take heed to the wisdom because they got to go through it, or they're ignorant. They think they live in that lifestyle.
Okay. If I tell you don't touch the stove and it's hot, right? Most people, no, it ain't hot until you touch it and burn the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Then you learn the lesson. The lesson I always tell people the pain, when the lesson is learned, the pain will go away. That's one of my favorite things. When the lesson is learned, the pain will go away.
Damn.
When you're in the midst of a storm, it's here to teach you a lesson. You can kick and fuss instead of accepting the lesson and saying, what is it here to teach me? I don't care what no one goes through. If you go through cancer, illness, it's there to teach you something. That's all it is. It's a teaching tool. Wow. It may be put in your life to to humble you, to redirect you. Right? Yeah. Or you to teach someone else that's coming along behind you that can't handle the pressure of it on them, and you be a role model for them. Like, damn, like I can beat this. Because now, even dealing with my illness, I was like, damn, God, if all the doctors do is scare you with the word cancer, they scare us. They scare the shit out you. Yeah. And all they do is flash that on television when a person died. But why don't they flash when people I found living 20 years with it? They won't. Why people don't talk about that? I was like, money. God damn. There you go. It's all a hustle. Yeah. I told my doctor one time, I was like, damn, you worse than a drug dealer. You remind me of us. All you want to do is pump something in my body.
You just got a suit and tie on.
That's what I told him. And he asked me, why did I say that? I was like, because everything come out your mouth is something dealing with cutting what you can make some money off of. Damn. But not finding a solution. Yeah. And information is powerful. And in our culture, we don't look for it. We always look for the easy way, what the doctors say. Yeah. But that don't mean he's right.
No, it's absolutely right. Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
When you start in a business, you don't go to one person. You go to many men. You have a council of many. Yeah. I heard a wise man say that one. Jay Prince said he has a council of 5 men, 5 people. He's always asking different, because everyone's looking at it from a different perspective than you're looking at it from. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. Everyone's looking at it. I look at life from a different perspective than you. I've been through different things. You're teaching me things. I could be teaching you things, you guys,
Absolutely.
about life. You know, when you've been a business owner 15 years and then losing it all, like overnight, pow, it's gone.
Damn.
But you got to look back on, it wasn't built on substance. It was built on violence,
Foundation.
criminal activity.
Yeah.
You know, money that I didn't work hard for. I took it, you know, from people.
So the foundation.
Absolutely. I had no foundation I was standing on, so it had to crash. It was built on all ego and brute force, but not God.
But not God.
Not God.
And you just blew it away.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
I
calibration. We're going to use this mic as we're going to repivot.
Okay.
As a room mic, so we're going to put this kind of in the middle of all these.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're going to crank up. Yes, kind of put it in the middle, and everyone's going to be speaking into that.
Okay.
So everyone's speaking into this mic.
That mic, don't worry about that. You can keep it there.
Here for aesthetics.
Yeah. We lost so much content. We was talking.
Nah, it's.
No, we recorded it on the
Yeah.
Oh, that was
video.
recorded?
Yeah, we had it on the video.
Okay.
For the most pristine quality right now, I
We just didn't have it on the
Oh, okay. So
audio.
we did record those.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it just wasn't like.
I was dropping jewels.
Exactly,
So, you know,
yeah.
so well, how was it?
Fantastic,
Great.
fantastic.
Okay.
The flow was there. You were.
Okay.
Trust me, in the editing phase, when we
Yeah.
put all this stuff together.
But how I look on camera, man, I don't look toe down, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, gonna be clean, you dig?
Yeah.
But we did get all that content.
You made cancer look good, man. I
I know, right?
Man.
So I didn't even know we were recording all that.
But look at you. We tricked you. See? Now
Yeah, man, at least it came out to me authentic. That's all I care about. Being myself. You know, that's just who I am.
Is that a little format?
And I think that's what people are searching for is
Yeah, we get all
authenticity.
three. Absolutely.
Authenticity. You know, there's so much persona.
Yeah.
There's so much character. You know, that when people see, there was a great quote I heard. It was like, a lie needs to be told 1,000 times for it to be considered true.
Yeah.
The truth needs to be said once.
Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
Once.
Because it comes natural. A lie, you got to remember it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's hard to remember a lie.
Because you keep fucking
I'm serious,
going.
because I done tried it. You can't remember a lie. Like, damn, I don't remember saying that. Because the lie, when it's truth, it comes out natural, clean, and you can stand on it. It comes out with more power.
You don't got to think about it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Rock, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm wondering, like, what happened during the bank heist? I'm not gonna lie, I was like, damn. When you told me that at the gym, I was like, yo, and I walked away. I'm like, damn. I do some motherfucking gangster, bro. I don't owe him $1. Dude.
The gangster lifestyle, it's so fake.
Okay.
It's so fake. Don't you see what's going on with the 60s? And, I'm not really into social media. I'm into more, since
Real
I've been
life.
through this, turbulence the last 3 years, I kind of pay attention to things slightly in social media because most of it is bullshit.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can get caught up in that because we covered in what we see every day. If you see something every day, it's like a drug. You're going to get addicted to it. That's why commercials are so powerful. That's why people pay for advertising, because if I put it in your face every day, you're going to be like, damn. You're going to it's going to start getting into your mental concept, and you're going to start thinking about it all the time. Like people who want to lose weight. I watch them talk about Ozempic and Maduro, I think, all the time. And I'm like, I be want to tell people, like, you can do it, but it's not going to get you where you need to be. It's going to cause you some pain. And I'm going to tell you why it's going to cause you pain. Because people don't tell you about Ozempic is that most people don't change their lifestyle. They want it quick. Like, remember, all it does is shrink your fat cells and curb your appetite. If I shrink anybody's fat cells and curb your appetite, you're going to lose weight.
Right.
But they don't tell you that. And they don't tell you that Ozempic can cause cancer. Because most people want the weight. They don't read between the little lines. It tells you on all Ozempic, it can give you thyroid cancer. But no one's listening. If you got that gene inside you, it's going to wake it up.
Oh, fuck.
It's going to wake it up. But no one tell you that. No one's telling you that. Ozempic and Majaro, you can get thyroid cancer. I started paying. I wouldn't have thought of it until I'm dealing with my issue.
Right.
To start paying attention to it. Like, wow, all this stuff got cancer. Everything we eat, it tells you it's a possibility of cancer.
Yeah.
And then even dealing with cancer, going through chemotherapy when I was like, damn, I need to learn about this disease, really what it is, because all they do is scare us. Scare. It's a fear factor.
Fear.
Everything's fearful. They never tell you the stories of people who live in where they're beaten. They always tell you the story of the bad because it's a hustle.
Right.
That shit sells.
Yeah, it sells a lot. It's a $1 billion industry, chemo industry.
No, it absolutely
They
is.
make $1 billion a year, so they're not gonna tell you. You understand?
No, absolutely.
They're only gonna put what to make you run back to them. Like, I don't want to die. No one wants to die. But could you pick up? It's just like open a book and find out who beat it. Who beat your cancer? It's millions of people out there who beat it, but they don't put it on social media. They will not put it out there.
Now, why do you think that is?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. If I could take, let's say even in the fitness industry, if I could take millions of people, billions of people who work out every day, and it's millions and billions that are overweight. If I could come and tell them I got a drug that'll take all the weight with no side effects, the gym industry would close, right?
Damn.
So I wouldn't want that drug to come out. Because you're gonna mess up all the money of a $1 trillion industry a year. The fitness industry is trillions of dollars a year. I think billions. I'm sorry, trillions is a lot of money. You know, it's not like fires and stuff like that. But they'll stop it. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. I'd be like, hell no, you better not put that out. Because the group of people who own all the gyms and the big gyms are powerful people.
Yeah.
Right.
So they'd be like, you better not put that out.
No,
or they'll
absolutely.
stop you some other kind of way. They'll discredit you. They'll put someone in your life to discredit you.
Damn.
And then they'll find out everything about you to say, he's lying. He's lying. And remember, when you have a machine like that, behind you, they can push out whatever they want. Right. Anything. I don't care who it is. If you got like Pfizer, these big drug companies, they're machines.
Yeah.
I can't beat Pfizer by telling them they're lying. You just want to treat it. You don't want to cure it. That's life.
Yeah.
Even when I was hustling, selling drugs, coke, and keys, and doing bad things, the Colombians and the people that are pushing it from Colombia and Haiti, these are plugs that is coming in. They're gonna keep pushing it to you.
Right.
Even if we try to stop it, it's so big you cannot stop the machine.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot stop drugs and stuff. I know I changed subject, but you can't stop drugs from coming to America.
The demand is too great.
There you go. The demand is too great.
Wow. And it's fascinating to me that like a corporation can have as much influence versus a story of an authentic person. And it's like almost like we're getting our narrative from corporations, people who have interests,
Absolutely.
Things to gain from than opposed to stories of people who've actually been through that. And they don't hold the same weight. It's like one narrative gets purported, the other narrative gets kind of like pushed underneath.
Undercover. But the corporation narrative, it will push itself out there, but the other narrative will work too. The other narrative work with people who's dealing with the same illness. So if 5 million, 10 million, it's 1,600 people die a month of cancer, but millions have it. So the little guy, if he can get his voice out there some kind of way, he can reach those people, and those people will tell other people. You see the same? It's the same thing. I tell people it's like the drugs. I did a podcast years ago, and I was talking about how I became big in the drug game, and I started paying attention to my fellow friends who were getting busted. I was like, damn, I got it now. When I sell drugs to 10 people, they're gonna tell 10 other people. Mm-hmm. If I sell, that's how we build clients. Just like in any company, I'm a company, so I'm hustling. Even though I hustle two ways, robbing banks and doing all that other bad stuff. I just wanted it all the way around the board. I didn't give a damn.
Yeah. He didn't give a fuck.
I was addicted to the money.
The money.
And I tell people all the time, you're gonna get caught either way because the odds are against you.
Mm-hmm.
They sell 20 keys. You work 10 to 20 people know you hustling. Then the 20 gonna turn to 40 people. 40 gonna turn to 80. 80 turned to 100. Now you're in trouble because someone out that 120 done got a charge, and then the investigation done started. Where's everybody getting their drug? Oh, there's one guy. Then the other person gonna tell on this person gonna tell on this person because they're not built like that.
Right.
So they're gonna tell on you. Then it's gonna be a start of investigation. Then the investigation start for years. Then the feds do this. They'll let you keep selling. Oh shit! Because all the drugs you sold in 3 years, they're gonna calculate it and add it up till you go to court and say, now you score out to 100 keys you sold.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
You don't score out to that one that they started the investigation. We let you sell dope and we calculated what we think you sold. So now you're in trouble. Now they want you to tell where you're getting it from. Because they're going to scare you. You're not going to see your kids anymore. You're not going to have women anymore.
Yeah.
And freedom is special. Because most people who get locked up, they don't really care about the locked up. They care about what they're leaving behind.
Legacy.
Like, not even really, just foolishness. The woman's gonna leave you anyways to start dating somebody else.
Yeah.
Your kids are gonna wander off and do crazy things.
Yeah.
That's really how it works.
Damn.
You know, that's life.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know, and staying with my grandparents. My grandfather was probably the biggest influence on my life. You know, because I was never not smart. I've never been smart with books and stuff. That's not my strength. I hate school. I hated school.
Mm-hmm.
I really did, with a passion.
I don't find that many smart people are from school, though.
Yeah, I hated it. I just been always my own person. Like, I just feel like I can articulate myself very good. I can have a conversation with billionaires, millionaires, which I have. You know what I'm saying? Because they're human just like us. You know, they're good at book sense, but they have no common sense, majority of them.
Would you say common sense is way more important than...
It is more important. Common sense will get you through life. Book sense will get you to where a career. But a career can't get you through life.
Damn.
Because a career don't teach you how to deal with pain. It don't teach you how to deal with betrayal. It don't teach you how to deal with kids. It don't teach you how to deal with nothing but a book and being a robot. How to perform a particular job. You know, that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people all the time, give me common sense. Because common sense, you know right and wrong. Book sense, you on a robot. You know, you learn what you learn in a book, and that's not life.
Yeah.
That's not life.
I mean, I don't even think that's really education. What you learn a book to then study for a test and then forget all of it after the test.
Absolutely, because it never, like, let's say, even in whatever career you do, usually the book stuff never comes back into your consciousness because you never have a reference to use it. Like, I'm going to say a situation to use it. Because usually everything is so finite. This 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4. Everything is so simplified in life. Unless you're a rocket scientist, but that's even simplified. Because if you built one rocket, you know how to build two.
Yeah.
Everything's like a robot. You know?
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of incredible how, like, we're turning more into, especially with AI now coming into play, we're turning more to, it's lessening the humanity of people and
Didn't I just said that?
You just said that. Coming more into, like,
Yes.
technological, even, I mean, I consider most people cyborgs. We're so
Absolutely.
addicted to our phones. We're so attached to
So
our
like
phones.
I said, a robot.
Personality
Remember I
of our
said
phone.
we're a robot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see people can't live without their phones. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. What's so important about that phone?
That's a sickness.
Absolutely. Just like I told you, humanity is overtaking our technology.
So we're taking it.
We're done.
Wow.
We're done. The only way we're going to get back to humanity if something tragic happens. That's the only way you're going to get back.
Do you think something tragic needs to happen for you to get
It's going to happen.
to your humanity?
It's going to
By
happen.
design or by happenstance?
No, because the rules, we break all the rules. But technology has taught us to break all the rules. We've lost our
And
touch
reinvent
with.
them.
Yes, it's taught us that everything quick and powerful. We want our way is the right way. No, it's not always the right way. Technology has tricked us. We don't even talk to each other. We don't even see how each other's doing. Touch each other and say, hey, how you doing? Do you need? No, because we're so caught up in technology. So it's showing itself right now, like the future. Like, look at all the wars that are going on. Russia's bombing Ukraine. Israel is in war with Hamas. So what are we learning? What are they learning from those wars? Because America's next.
Yeah.
Someone's going to try to bomb us. We're going to be in a world war. You'll see. And then we're going to try to kind of correct it. Like, because remember, pain changes everything.
Yeah.
When we lose people, let's say if 1 million people are killed, we're going to remember, okay, I'm going to give you a great example. When 9/11 happened, what happened?
Everyone all of a sudden became patriotic towards America, and
No, that's not what happened. I'm glad you said that, though. What happened when 9/11 happened, we started getting strict on who we let in the country.
Okay.
We got it strict on it. You can't even go through the airport.
Without
They're going to make sure
TSA.
nothing's on you. They're going to make sure no bombs on there. But see what happened? Pain came. So when pain comes, it makes you change. If everything was going good, we would have never started doing metal detectors and everything.
Yeah.
But pain made us do that.
That day everything changed.
There you go. See, nothing changes until something horrific or painful happened. It happened to me. I wouldn't have never changed if this experience wouldn't have came. But this experience hasn't all been bad.
that's amazing. It hasn't all been bad.
Hell no. Cancer taught me friends are not real, family's not real, nobody's real. When you die, you go on. They're gonna go on and live their life.
Yeah.
What cancer taught me is I don't, excuse my French, I just don't give a fuck anymore. Like if someone I know died, it's okay. He don't care if I'm dead. He didn't call me when I'm sick. It's not about being selfish, because all I do is you pick up a phone to check on someone.
Right.
It made me kind of harsh to reality. Like even if you married and you got a girlfriend, when you die, she gonna move on.
Yeah.
So find out what's important in life and chase that. Find out what's important.
So what drives you if it's not about, I guess, the remembrance of your legacy towards the people you hold closest to you? What drives you to continue on each and every day?
When you want to see your loved ones, your kids grow. When you want to see them babies grow and become productive citizens, that's what drives me. Now it ain't about me no more. It's about, damn, I can see I'm human. I'm human. I used to thought I was Superman, think that, not me. When I was growing up, we were always taught to put on a condom because we don't want to catch AIDS. That was our harshest thing in the streets.
Yeah.
Hey man, you better wear a condom so you don't get no AIDS.
Easy, you got it. I mean,
You understand
hey,
what I'm trying to say? That's what I was taught. Like my friends, like that was the biggest thing in the AIDS in prison.
Yeah.
AIDS in prison. That bothered everybody, man. I don't want to draw up like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go out like that. So what happens is that's what we're scared of until something else happens to us. You get in a bad car accident and have to get a wheelchair. See, we only change when something comes, something bad. And then a lot of times we get mad at God. I'm like, God, why you allow this to happen? God didn't allow this to happen. It happens. It happens. When something bad happens to you, it's happening for a reason. It's a lot of reasons. It's meant to redirect you for your purpose. Because we all have a purpose. And I tell everybody all the time, we could do this the hard way or the easy way. But God will get his purpose out of you. Yeah. I thought about P. Diddy, right? I was like, damn, he had so much and he thought he got away.
Yeah.
Like I told you guys earlier, no one gets away. Everyone gets a turn on the seesaw. Now, I can tell you how he can get out of this mess.
Sure, I need to get you as my lawyer then.
I'm going to tell you how he can get out of it.
Tell me.
If he go to God seriously on his knees and repent, God will get him out of it. But God going to make him see what he did wrong before he releases him. So he got to stand on the promise. When you ask God to come, the Holy Spirit and God to come into your life, you remember you calling on Jesus Christ to come in your life. Now he can do his work because now he got your attention.
Yeah.
You understand?
So if I'm hearing you correctly, then it's like, yes, the situations you're going with through the courts and through the system that you're happening in right now, but no court is more important than the system of God.
There you go. Because God is in control. He could touch someone's heart, the judge's heart, and say, okay, he's did enough time. And what man says is different than what God says.
Yeah.
Man gonna crucify you, persecute you.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that. Trust
Man
me.
did crucify God.
Yeah, thank you. So, I look back at life like, I asked God too, I was like, go back to P. Diddy. If he repents and he say, God, I'm sorry, God will get him out of this mess. But if he tries to take a shortcut to get out of this mess by using the same tool that put him in this mess, he's going to punish him.
Amazing.
And I'm going to explain to you how. Are you ready? And I hope people can listen to this game I'm going to give you. His money is what got him his ego out of control to manipulate people to do orgies and all type of sexual things that he thought he was winning because that's his fetish. Okay, money made that. So what he think is his money is going to be able to go to the president and say, can I borrow a pardon? Instead of saying, go to God and say, God, what am I learning in this? What are you sitting me down for this long time? You're sitting me down for a purpose. So right now, God said, go to the president. You still want to take a shortcut or try to get a pardon from somebody? I'm going to sit you down. I'm going to sting you. I'm going to sting you another way because I'm going to get my purpose out of you, Sean. He's going to get his purpose out of Sean. I promise you. Now his purpose could be to say, Sean, you led people in the industry down the wrong road. Now I want you to repent to me. I'm going to sit you down a little bit so you can get your thoughts together about what you're going to tell these people when I let you go. When I get you out this mess, you're going to be able to go to all those groups you manipulated and took their money from them and manipulated. So you can still make it right. Puffy can still make this right, and then they'll rebrand him and praise him on the other side once he comes through the storm. Because he can say, hey, you guys, I'm sorry for what I did. I know I manipulated these groups. I took advantage of you guys. But I can make it right. Because I always tell people, you can make it right when you hurt somebody.
What do you think keeps a person from reaching out to God and still thinking that they can do it themselves? You know, I got myself into this mess. I can get myself out of it. What do you think is that disconnect?
Denial and ego and anger and bitterness. Because usually when people get caught and people get harmed, they go to blaming somebody. And the first person we blame is God, but we don't blame ourselves. So he's probably right now sitting in jail because he haven't learned his lesson, because he think money is his God. But money is not his God. God is God. God has just allowed you to get the money. You might have got it the wrong way. You know, there's so many stories out there where he was sleeping with Clive Davis, sexual things that he sold his soul to get the money. I don't know. I'm not judging the guy. I don't know if he's gay. That's not my business. I don't care to keep it 1,000 with you. You know, but that's how it really works. We always take shortcuts, and the shortcut's gonna scar you.
Yeah.
So what would you say to like the kid that, you know, let's just say, you know, because you said something like in regards of like, you know, you don't feel it, you don't redirect until you feel the pain. Do you need to go through the pain in order to redirect, or kind of like the saying, a wise man will learn from the mistakes of others?
That's the pain.
What do you say to someone who's like, I still think I can do it, but I want to not make the same mistakes? Is there a way to, you know, not make those same mistakes and still get what you want, or is it?
It's a way. And the word is G-O-D. That's why God tell you to have a relationship with me, because I'll block the bad and make you go this way. I'll redirect you. But we edged God out, which I did. And it took a lot of pain, a tumor for me to show. It was a tumor, hurt so bad. I was like, I asked God, like, why are you doing this to me? Why I'm in so much pain that won't go away? Medication didn't help. And then my best friend, one day I was on the phone with him, and I was like, I can't take it no more. He's like, shut up. He told me to shut up. I'm never going to forget this. He said, shut up and learn the lesson. The pain will go away when the lesson is learned. And when I started not looking at the pain for it's the pain, start looking at it as the lesson,
That's the lesson.
it went away.
Damn.
Without medication, it just went away, you know, by itself. So I was like, I get it now.
I think that's such a testament towards the power of the mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because what you focus on is what you bring to you. I don't care what it is. It's something negative, positive. Like, let's say if I wanted a female, you know, now I'm at a place where I don't need all these things. Every female that I wanted in my past, I thought about it a lot, and it came right to me. It manifested itself. Every car I wanted it. Every piece of jewelry I wanted. If I wanted a Rolex, I wanted a Rolex. I brought it to me. I might have did criminal activities to bring it to me, but I brought it to me.
And I'm gonna go get that shit right.
You understand? By any means necessary. I don't care if I could have seen someone. I was out to a club in Miami, and I seen the Rolex I wanted, and I was like, I'm gonna get him tonight.
Damn.
As soon as he come to his car, I want that Rolex, and you know, I'm gonna get it because I'm already in that world. I'm comfortable. I don't care who's looking. I'm comfortable. You know.
So from hearing you right, it's not about getting the things you want, but it's about how you go about getting it.
Absolutely. Everything.
makes all the difference.
Absolutely. Everything is like that.
Yeah.
If you go about getting it the wrong way, you're gonna lose it. All you gotta do is watch things in life, like the lottery and all that. 80% of people go broke.
Yeah.
So it tells you don't try to chase it that way. But no one wants to go through the pain. Every celebrity that made it, they went through pain.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Look at Bieber, bro.
Bieber,
A fucking
But-
10, but all drugged up.
Yep. See, like right now, I study I started looking at like 50 Cent. I love it. I love him.
Yeah.
His business mentality. You know.
Yeah.
I like to pick his brain, like the way I like the way he do business. You know, he makes jokes for people, but that's just part of him staying relevant.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I looked at he had got shot, but he made it through the shooting, and God blessed him to go to another level. The game, he got shot. As soon as he got shot, he healed.
Yeah.
And an opportunity showed up. Kanye West got in a bad car accident, almost took his life, but God was preparing him for something big. But if he wouldn't have had the accident, he probably wouldn't have met the certain people to get there.
Yeah.
See, everything has a purpose. Everything. No matter what you go through, I tell young business owners, they be like, Rock, how did you build a business for 12 years? And you know, it took me a long time, you know, to build those gyms. But then I said, okay, look at when I lost everything. I got in business with a I ain't gonna call him what I want to call him, but a very slimy person that lied on me. Remember, I don't care if you tell the truth about me. I was a piece of shit, excuse my French, a lot of part of my life, doing crime and hurting people. I can stomach that, but when you lie on me, I can't. Because my word is all I got. When you lie, and then I found out God showed me, he was like, okay, Rock, when you did bad, they praised you. When you did good, they crucified you, your name. Now your friends are gone, everybody's gone. But then God brought me new frames for people in my life. It's crazy how God will take people out your life and bring people that are of a different statute, way higher than the people. Now people in my life that are big time, you know, celebrities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
absolutely.
they want to do for me, help me, and they changed my thought process about success.
It's amazing. It brings me back to like, you know, like I learned something really young where it's like, you know, when you start out, you first think you think you know something.
Absolutely.
And then you get to like, you know that I don't know everything. And then you realize once you become an expert, I don't know enough about this particular subject. There's always more to learn. There's always more to get to. But
it's just like a baby. The baby learns from its experiences. Falling on the ground, do this. That's how you are. We're human. We learn from our experiences. So don't look at it like that. Look at it as just, if we look at things as a growing part of our life, then we'll let things go easier. But we don't. We hold on to it because of the ego.
Yeah.
I look at things now, everything that I own, gyms and all that, Mercedes, big cars and all that. Those are just material. I when I see a nice car that I've owned before and drive by me, I was like, thank you, God, for letting me experience that car. I wouldn't have said that before. Every time I see a nice, you know, I had Escalades, everything nice, I say, thank you for allowing me to experience that. I know you're going to allow me to experience it again, but on another level.
The right way.
Yeah. So I don't got to worry about me doing it the right way. I can go back and say, God gave me this. I didn't give it. God gave me. So it keeps me centered now. The other thing kept me ego because I robbed and sold cocaine and hurt people to get it. You understand?
Yeah, absolutely.
When God gives you something, He gives you peace.
Peace.
Because you don't want to show it off. You you had it already. It's you.
No, absolutely. I want to take this back to your grandfather because you said that he taught you a lot.
Yes.
If you were to summarize one thing that you took away from him that you would say is the most important thing, what would that thing be?
Hard work and dedication. Because he was an old man. He would take me out to when he would pick apples. I don't know why I was the only one. We grew up with a house full of grandkids, but I would seem like be the only one to go with him picking apples and cherries. And I would always ask, why me? Why did I want to go? To help my grandfather, you know. He just meant so much to me. I remember everything about my grandfather. Everything.
What was his name?
Clyde.
Yeah.
And I just remember everything about him. You know, the way he walked, the way he just was amazing, man. Like he would help anybody. That's what I thought. I think I took his traits, but I didn't take it. I took his traits for the hard work, but in the wrong way.
In a different direction.
You know, I still worked hard. I worked hard. Like people think being a criminal is easy. No, it's hard, man. Putting in work.
Yeah.
Because I was always chasing a dollar, looking for someone who appeared to be weak to me. Like I want that. And then most people will be showing off their things and they don't understand when you show off, you have people like me looking. Like you campaigning, I'll elect you.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Jazz,
You're campaigning, I'll elect you.
You want to campaign? No problem.
Damn.
And people don't understand that. You keep campaigning, you're going to get elected. One way or the other, I'm being honest.
Keep campaigning, you're going to get elected. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've never
The
heard
people
that.
that are quiet, the people that usually grow their business, even if it's drugs, you'll never know.
Yeah.
I pulled so many robberies and sold so much dope. The people that I experienced that had all the money was someone you look at and they look like, damn, he's broke, but he's millionaire. You would never know. He's driving not a Mercedes, he's driving a Honda.
Ooh.
Honda Civic.
Toyota
Got a
Camry.
family. A guy that you wouldn't think got all the jewelry, big swole guy, a little chubby fat guy with millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But he taught me how to move. You know, like, Rock, don't be in the light. Only time you get in the light is when you're doing it legit. And still it's going to bring haters because you made it out of a situation that most people didn't make it out of.
Right.
The people that supported me through my business adventures, keeping it real with you, they were not black. Black people don't support blacks.
Oh shit.
I had
That's sad,
thousands of
brother.
members. 95% of them were white, and the rest was Hispanic and black sprinkled.
Like a fucking
Yeah,
vanilla.
sprinkled. I'm being honest.
Excuse me, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, but y'all keep it on.
Okay,
I'll be
no problem.
right back in a couple minutes.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
that's crazy. How do you feel about Nipsey Hussle, bro? Because that was just a whole tragedy.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I love him so much because he taught me stuff about putting things in escrow, trying to get businesses.
By real estate.
But he was a product of his environment. What happened is, if Nipsey would have stayed on point
Yeah.
until he got out of danger's way, he would still be here. But maybe it was his destiny. Because look what happened. People learn from his death.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I believe when it's time for you to check out, you're going to go. That means the purpose is done.
Damn.
That's how I look at life now. I don't fight it anymore. I like, when you leave here, your purpose is done. Because imagine if God didn't want Nipsey to leave. He would have caused the bullet to hit somewhere else. He would have caused him to leave that particular place at that moment. When you leave here, it's already done. It's already been written. It's what you do with what you have when you're here. But God gonna get his purpose out. He could. People think purpose mean out here, out and about. Your purpose could be going to prison and talking to people in prison.
Yeah.
But God gonna get his purpose out of you.
But I feel like, for me, as a Hispanic dude that learned from a black person,
Okay.
made it out of Compton, you know? To me, in my head, he was the second coming of Tupac, you know?
You can't. Go ahead.
I just learned so much from the dude.
Okay.
Buy real estate,
Okay. That's what I learned.
hide your money, escrow,
Yes.
move like this, like that.
Yes.
And then his own community that he tried to help out, try to give jobs, incentivize people, motivate people. Just do them like that. What's the point? That can't be purpose.
I'm gonna tell you the point. Every crime I pulled, right?
Yeah.
It was from someone who knew someone.
Damn.
Every time. I don't care if it was a bank I hit. Someone in that bank told me the die pack is over here. Don't pull from that side. Right? It's always someone close to you that harms you. Always. Because the person that's outside don't know you. They don't know how you move. They could be moving on with women, can get killed by fucking with you. Excuse my French, but get your head blowed off, you know. But every time someone harms you, there's always someone close.
Someone close.
That's why I heard Boosie say one time, rappers get killed in their own community.
Wow.
Leave the city you're in.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna hate you. Success breeds hate. I don't care what no one says.
But that's a natural byproduct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not a natural buy. Because if I'm used to getting money and I respect you as a hustler, I'm gonna ask you, how you doing that? So I can get me some more bread.
Okay.
I ain't worried about what you got, because I'm gonna get me some money.
Right.
But it's a type of person.
Yeah, real hustlers don't
Yeah.
downplay. Real hustlers congratulate other hustlers. When
Yeah.
I see somebody with a nice car, I'm always saying, "Nice car, man. Damn, where you got that from? How I can get me one?"
Right.
Even though if I'm making money, I want to get in his head so he can teach me how to make money. So we build together and we could become, build something beautiful together.
Win-win situation.
There you go. He might want to come into my type of business. He got capital. Hey, yo, I want to do this over here. What do you think?
Damn.
But most people harm each other because we know each other. Familiarity, that's what hurts each other. Because I'm comfortable with you. I know your weaknesses. I know your strengths. I'm around you. You know how people had to feel to come in when Nipsey pulled up, and some people loved him. The young kids loved him. The guys his age hated him because they blew their opportunities.
Yeah.
Some of them who were possibly rappers said, "I hate this motherfucker." You know, they said that when you come big, you never be upset at the dude. Instead of you like building the dude up and saying, "Hey man, proud of you, Nipsey." Help the kids go crazy when they see Nipsey.
Yeah.
But the dudes his age and older than him, they mad because they ain't had no hustle. They were chasing pussy and not putting money away.
Yeah.
And not stacking bread. You dig?
Absolutely.
Then you get mad at another man because he sacrificed what you did. You gave it to the trick at the strip clubs with these broads. See, I don't like strip clubs. I never did. Once I went a few times, probably my whole life, 20 times. And you know what I told strippers? I'm hustling just like you. You can clear. He gonna fire up. You know? Why would I give you my money for a fantasy? I'm a handsome man. I can go get my own money.
I get this shit for
Free,
free.
yeah. I was a hustler. I had fun. I done sold my oats. You know what I'm saying? I'm being honest.
No, yeah.
That stuff don't even matter to me no more. A woman, gorgeous and sexy. That's so not even on my radar.
Yeah.
I don't care. I can go without intercourse for a year, 2 years. I have.
Damn.
I never thought I could do that.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
So let me ask you this: if
Absolutely.
you're starting up you're starting up a new venture, you're wanting to get into it, but like kind of like what you said, not everybody shares the same vision. Sometimes they want something for themselves more than they want it for you. How do you differentiate that the people on your team are really part of your team and not hating on you silently? And you get what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm glad you said that. You have to expect them to do that. If I expect you to cross me, I'll always have my eye on you so you cannot cross me. I'll only share with you what I want. Because it's a thin line between love and hate. I don't care. Because if you're doing so much for me, right? For free, and you love me like rock, all I gotta take me to do is one thing you dislike, and it can flip it the other way. Something could be minute. By you wanting this girl and I pull her before you, I'm mad at him. Fuck him. I ain't helping him no more. See? But if you expecting betrayal, you won't be betrayed.
What gets someone on your radar?
They'll start showing you. Remember, if you pay attention to everybody, everybody's going to show you everything. I don't care if it's a woman, anything. If she got whorish tendencies,
They'll expose.
there you go. You ask her, how many people you been with? Or pay attention to her movement.
Somebody can't hold.
There you go. She gave you the puts quick. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, she ain't got no morals.
Sometimes it take one day.
There you go. There you go. But most of us don't pay attention. I was doing business with dudes, right? I was doing business with some Italians one time, right?
Oh shit.
And good businessmen.
Okay.
Oh, they taught me honor. So I would do a transaction with them, and one day one of them tried to trick me. He was teaching me that I had to trust you, Rock. He put more money in the bag than was supposed to be in the bag. So I got home and I counted the money. I'm like, damn, Matt gave me too much money. So I called him back. I was like, hey man, this bag heavy. Heavy mean you gave me a little bit too much.
Yeah.
He said, keep it. We knew it was gonna have. We just wanted to see if you were gonna call and be honest.
Pass the time.
There you go.
Damn.
I was like, this bag heavy. He gave me too much money. There's too much in here.
You know, it counts money. He just weighs that shit
Yeah,
out.
no, but heavy meaning the bag came heavy. Not the weight.
And they take my creatine gun.
I mean, the bag got heavy because they put too much money in there. So I have so many stories, man, that people wouldn't believe if I told them. They wouldn't believe, like, no way you did that. Yes, I did. And it was an addiction. It wasn't even about women. It was always about, could I get away with it? And more money. I wanted to see my safe deposit boxes full, where I had a problem pushing them down.
Damn.
It's a good problem to have, I guess.
The thing is, to me, like if I talk to you younger, right, 10 years ago, I was like, damn, that motherfucker got ambition. I want to be just like that. You know what I'm saying? But not knowing the other side of the life. Like
I would have corrupted you.
Right? Yeah.
I would have corrupted you
been
because I
molded.
didn't know no better. Trial and error. Now I know better.
So that's a great point. If 10 years ago, younger him, younger you, what's something that he could look for to be like, I don't know if this is the right message that I should be receiving right now. I don't know if this is the right pathway I'm supposed to be following. Is there something that as a younger generation that we can look out for? Like, I'm not sure. What is that?
Okay, to go back 10 years ago, I did change 10 years ago, so I can't use that 10 years ago person.
Sure.
15 to 16 years ago, I can use that person, corrupting. But what I tell young people like you guys, a lot of you young people are like the wind. When something comes, you blow this way. Something comes, you blow this way. You never really focus on something that's going to take 3 years to get off the ground. That's how long it's going to take. I don't care what company you on, unless it's just your time.
Yeah.
God can put you in a place where, okay, you're suffering, so now I'm going to bless you. You understand?
Yeah.
But you got to pay your dues. Just like I told you, you got to give blood to make it.
Everyone wants to get rich quick. No one wants to get rich slow.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Because that's why I be laughing at these influencers. Like, I don't have nothing against Grant Cardone. Whatever.
Grant Cardone?
I don't like him because he's lying.
Not many people do.
I don't like him because he's an arrogant piece of shit to me. I hate arrogant people. He's not telling people the truth. He's only showing you the ending. Like Tony Robinson. He's not telling people the truth. They only showing people the ending.
Yeah.
Okay, go back to the pain where you were dead broke and you had no money. You were eating oodles and noodles.
Yeah.
Why they don't talk about that part? So preparing people for the pain. Coach them through the pain, not through the glory.
Damn.
The glory is at the end when you receive what you done received. Remember?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is coach them through the pain. Most people, business people, after a month or two, they be like, man, this shit's not gonna work. That's not how it's supposed to work. Go look at nature. The plant don't show itself for 6 to 8 months ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes years for that tree to grow. That's your life.
Wow.
But we get caught up in that internet and that TV. Man, this person got all that, but they don't know what they're looking at on the internet is a lie. Most people on Instagram are broke.
Yeah.
But these women and men that are taking pictures of themselves every day, they can't be successful because they're taking pictures every day. People that worth millions of dollars don't have time to take pictures every day.
Amen.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
I be looking at them like, look at this broke bum. She's pretty. A pretty face will let you down all the time. All the time. All the time. I tell people this all the time. A pretty face and a fat ass will let you down. Because that's all she got to offer. And sooner or later, I'm going to get tired of fucking that fat ass. Because I want some new one. Because she ain't going to bring no substance. She don't cook for me. She don't take care of me. She worry about showing people her fat ass on TV. On the internet. Right?
No,
I'd rather have a flat booty, a cutie that has her shit together than a fake Instagram influencer. They're bums. All of them. They have no substance. Because anytime you see a woman with her ass out on a platform, she's no good. I don't care who she is. Catch any woman on a social media platform with her ass out, she's no good. Get rid of that tramp. That pretty face gonna let you down. That shows she don't even care about covering her body up. So she damn sure ain't got no morals to be a mother. Watch those tramps. Even dudes that the worst thing I can see on the internet is a dude that's always taking pictures.
Yeah. No,
That's a feminine dude right there. I hate people like that. You have no business on camera. That's for kids, man, taking pictures of themselves.
Yeah.
But a dude that take pictures of himself, that's a problem.
Right. Do you think that do you think it's almost kind of orchestrated that this is the narrative that young people are seeing on social media, that this is how women are, they shake their ass on Instagram. This is how men are, they take pictures of themselves relentlessly. Do you think that this is almost like controlled opposition in the sense of like we're trying to basically get away from our morals and focus more on our ego and focus more on our
It's the trick.
The trick.
The biggest trick the devil pulled was the internet. Because he got you focused on him and not God. If we focus on God, the word of God, it teaches us structure. And then we won't fall to false pretenses of prophets. What happens is, okay, you look at another country. I do this all the time. I'm like, damn, China's smart. Their kids don't watch Instagram and TikTok. They watch scientist stuff on Instagram and TikTok, and they're the most millionaires in the world right now.
Yeah, that's true.
All they doing is selling to our kids. Their kids are coming up with creative things to sell to our silly ass kids.
The algorithm is so different in China than it is in the United States.
Yeah.
They don't have no dancing
Yeah,
videos, no TikTok.
they don't got nobody twerking. They shun that.
Yeah.
But over here, it's free game.
Even in the Muslim world, they shun that type of stuff. Women have to be respectful.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of men are leaving. They're here to go to the West to find wives.
Yeah.
I think West.
East.
Well, we're in the West right now.
No, not the West. I'm sorry.
East.
East, I mean.
East. Or even South America.
Yeah, that's what people
Hell
doing.
yeah.
Because them women grow up hard and they respect a man.
They clean
Our
the
women,
house,
yeah, they talk back to, they'll say anything to you reckless. You can't say anything to people.
I was telling Angel the other day, it's like, yo, these young bitches, they're like, all they know how to do is vape.
There you go. So how can you add substance to my life?
And order DoorDash, spending
Right?
your money.
Ain't that crazy? Instead of putting the money in the bank and go, and learn how to create a business.
Yeah.
And it's real. It's life. Life is, America's in trouble.
America's in trouble.
Absolutely. We're in a lot of trouble.
But you think it's still possible for us to pull ourselves out? Like I feel like the real men have gone quiet because they tired like the bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't pay attention too much to social media, but like once you get your message out there, do you think we could turn it around?
No.
Fuck.
No. You know why in my community we're not gonna be able to turn it around? And you want the truth?
Yeah.
Okay. When I came up, I'm not old, you know what I'm saying? But when I came up, before my early days, it was more conscious hip hop. Talking about how brothers come together like KRX-One and stuff like that. They brought us together with unity, self-destruction, that song, and those rappers are real rappers.
Right.
Then you came up with the gangster rappers. That's when we started getting fucked.
Yeah.
Because we started putting violence in all of our content. And when you put violence in content, like even with video games, if I see that all the time, I'm gonna start emulating it. Because we coveting what we see every day. I sold drugs and robbed banks and robbed things because people taught me. The first one is the hardest. The second one is the easiest.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yo.
Then it gets easier because you're used to it. You have nerves. Anything you begin, like before I go touch this bank, I'm gonna be a little nervous. But once that door open, let's set it off. You dig?
Locked in.
There we go. Just like what you said about the generation when drill music came out. All they talk about, remember, they show us on social media with AKs and choppers.
Yeah.
So now everybody think it's okay to kill a young black man because they're killing each other every day. I was always upset with the music industry that they never, like, it's okay for me to say nigger in my music, but I can't say I want to be a Jew. I want to be like that Jew. Why they get mad with that? But you'll let me call my black woman a bitch or a whore, but you won't say go rob that Jew. Because he owns the content that he's putting out.
Right.
He owns the label.
There you go. Why don't he tell the rappers, hey, you can't say the N-word in your song and you can't perpetuate violence?
I heard there's a rumor that NWA broke up because of Jerry Heller.
You heard what Ice Cube say, you let a Jew break up our crew.
Yeah.
You know? Like Leon Cohen, he's the scum of the earth. He's going to get his day. His day's going to come. Absolutely his day's coming. Everybody gets their turn on the seesaw.
Damn.
He manipulated a whole genre of music that hurt people by manipulating, letting this violence, all of them, Russell Simmons, blood on all their hands. I'm not going to judge them. I just know they day coming. Mine came. They're going to get theirs. Everyone gets their turn on that seesaw. I'm going to print a shirt that says that. Everyone gets a turn on the seesaw.
I'm gonna wear that shit.
Yeah, everyone gets a turn on the seesaw.
I love that. It's amazing how it's okay to speak about this violence when it's about a certain group, but when it's about a certain other group,
yes,
absolutely not. And it's amazing how black people are 15% of the population, but
yes,
they commit about 50%.
33 million of us, I think.
Yeah, 33 million,
yes,
but they commit about 50% of the
absolutely
crimes and things like
yes,
that. And they're the only group that is allowed to use this profanity and violence and things like that.
Absolutely.
But when it's about any other group, it's absolutely not.
It's shunned.
It's shunned upon.
Absolutely. But they let us become savage animals. That's what they portray us as. We're very intelligent people. We created everything. We're the Moors. But no one going to tell us that who you were in your past, who your grandfathers, what they had to go through. But we want to kill it. We'll shoot each other. Back in my day, we believe in knuckling up, throwing hands. Now they'll light you up.
Yeah.
So you let these youngins know, all right, no problem. Let them get a pass. Because they don't know no better. It's just the way it is. And we're in trouble. The only way the blacks and Hispanics are going to make it if they come together. It's not. Nobody's been oppressing us. We're oppressing ourselves.
Yeah.
So people always blame it on the white people. I'm like, are you crazy? But most people in my life that's helped me been white.
Yeah.
We talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. They approve me for loans. So I don't use that racist.
With a back credit.
Yeah, right? That racist shit is not real. Black's the problem. Us, we are the problem. It's not helping each other.
Which is why, I don't know how you feel about Black History Month, but it's almost unnecessary. It's why, I'm an American. You know what I mean? Why is it that I'm a subculture and
the reason why Black History Month is really not important anymore. It's important, but it's not important because if you don't know where you've been, you're definitely not gonna know where you're going. So it still ain't gonna bother them because they don't care that their grandfather was a slave, great grandfather was a slave, because it's not affecting them now.
Yeah, they got it easy.
I heard a gentleman on the internet one day said, I don't know if I'm gonna phrase this right. He said, my grandfather used to walk 10 miles to work. My dad walked 5 miles to work. I own a Cadillac. My son owns a Lamborghini. His son gonna own a Honda Civic when he comes up.
Yeah.
I was like, that was so amazing. It taught me a lesson you have to go through struggle to appreciate the money.
Yeah.
When you become wealthy and you pass it down to your kids, they're gonna mess it up because they didn't go through the struggle.
Yeah, I heard
it's just hopefully you could put some type of moral, so they're not piss poor morally, in place. Yeah. And they're conscious of their actions. But it's our fault because we have to set them up properly with trust that they can't touch the money. Because when you're 20, you're going to do stupid things. When you're 30, you're going to get a little wiser. When you're 40, you're going to be a lot wiser. When you're 50, there you go. Most millionaires don't become millionaires till they're 50 years old. Mm-hmm. Most men. Mm-hmm. That's what these women want money. What they're showing you is a trick. The real successful men are like 50 years and above. That's when you become wealthy. Or enough to take care of yourself. Men 30, do you know a millionaire that's 30 years old that parents didn't have money?
Other than in the tech field, no.
How many though?
Even though
Not
it's in the
many.
tech field, come from money.
Even
Almost
from the
all
tech
of them.
field, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Zuckerbergs.
How many?
Yeah, they all come from money.
I don't know any. Only the people I know got money that at that early age, their parents. I know the CEO for his son, Prudential, one of their big insurance companies. I know his son. He drives a McLaren, but his dad taught him about real estate. He's Jewish, you know. But his dad is also pristine. He got a beautiful job, so he has good opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, we always a lot of us squander our opportunities. Like even in the rappers. Like right now, you got the little baby and all of them getting indicted. You know, God, when you get that kind of money, why don't you? What's the young dude from Chicago? Lil Durk.
Lil Durk.
Lil
Durk.
Like
Durk.
Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Why would you pull yourself in that situation? And guess who hurt him?
That's right.
There you go.
His people.
Somebody was close to him. You know, when you get like it says in the Bible, much is given, much is expected. It's the truth. It's the truth. They'll give you the money. When you become successful in the music industry and film industry, they're gonna give you the tools to hurt you.
Yourself. Yeah.
There's a saying, it's like hard times create hard men create good times create good, soft men create hard times.
There you go.
So on and so forth. So if you're a successful person,
Yes.
how do you instill those values to your kids? Because you don't want them to go through everything you went through.
Some of your kids gonna have your traits regardless, just like a pit bull, right? Like some pits breed, this pit gonna be able to fight. That's what your children have, the same genetic makeup you do. But they're just gonna have different personalities and different ways to go about getting what they want. Some of them might be a little sneaky. When daddy, play up under you to get what they want. Some of them will come another way. But you gotta look at your children and say, what traits do they have that can help them grow in life? That's why I tell people, never force your kid to go to college.
Yeah.
Force them to do what they like to do that's productive, and they can be a great citizen and don't hurt no one. Because we got caught on, majority of people that are wealthy didn't go to college.
It's
Yeah.
true.
They still paying off loans. Am I right or wrong?
Oh, right.
You're absolutely right. Yeah,
I tell people all the
absolutely right.
time, don't chase someone else's dream, chase your own. But don't chase it because you've seen someone else accomplish it. That's not going to work. Most people try to be like certain players in NBA. Everyone had an NBA dream because they want to be like Michael Jordan. But maybe that's not maybe your strength. Maybe your strength was to be a great coach. But you're so stuck on this way that it's not going to come this way. But humble yourself and say, God, why did you put me this path? And then he'll start showing you why I put you here. You still can make the same money. I'm just going to redirect you in something this is your gift, coaching him. But we're so caught up in emotions, if it don't go our way.
Or you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's very important, man. Because it's amazing. I have a daughter now. She's actually about to turn a year old on the 18th of May, and I'm thinking I don't want her to go through everything I went through.
Absolutely.
But it's also I want her to have the values that I went through and that I came, and I want to be able to give that to her. So I start thinking about that. I'm like, how do I instill that without her having to go through that pain that it took for me to learn that in the first place?
You're doing that already, because as I'm speaking to you, you have morals and you have character, you have culture. So she's gonna have it. Certain things like her falling off the monkey bars, stuff you can't control, because she's gonna bust her behind. When my daughters ride a bike and they fall, it used to hurt me, but I had to turn my back on one of them and say, hey, make her get up. And she got up and brushed herself off and said,
Yeah, she got it.
yeah. And it took so much out of me to watch her cry and scream, Daddy, I started getting emotional. I was like, okay. And something inside said, stop. She's going to be okay. Let her wipe herself off. She did.
It's amazing. I hear a reoccurring theme of you got to learn to let go and just work with that. You can't hold on and control everything. You got to let go and work with it as it's unfolding in front of you.
Yeah. I believe if you work with the energy, because I believe the energy will start to show you what's coming. It always gives you a little nudge. Like I was watching a documentary about Tupac and Biggie yesterday. And I was like, damn, Biggie didn't know death was coming. He had a warning. I'm gonna tell you what the warning was, and I started thinking like, even with my illness, I had the warning signs, and I ignored them. I really did. I ignored them. I was like, damn, I could drink this herb and this. No. But check this out, what I saw with Biggie and Pac. Pac had been shot, right? And he didn't change his method of his message to the world. It was still violence.
Yeah.
But God had gave him a warning saying, hey, Tupac, don't do this. Stop hanging around these people. Change who you are, right? Prison was the best thing for Pac. If Pac would have served all those years, would he be dead now?
No,
Thank you.
he wouldn't.
But he let a negative influence come in his life and trick him with the bag and say, hey, I'm going to get you out. And he was signing his death certificate that day.
Damn.
Now, it goes back to Biggie. I was watching the story. Pac had already learned his lesson that this is what's coming if you don't change your ways. Biggie got in a bad car accident, I think 2 months before he got killed. When Lil C's was driving and they got in a bad wreck. See how the energy's coming. It's showing you, hey, take a step back and be careful. And a month later, he's shot and dead. It always gives you a little nudge. That always peeks at us. Or bad things. I don't care if it's with a female or who you're dealing with. The energy always shows you before it happens.
It peeks at us.
It peeks at us all the time. I be telling people, even when you're going through anything in life, the energy always peeks at you. Because you know what I mean? I'm going to tell you what I mean when I say that. You ever met someone and you're like, damn, I had a bad feeling about him. And something ain't right with dude. But you'll still deal with this motherfucker, and you already said something wrong. So the energy already gave you a message. That's your conscious talking to you, saying the energy of your conscious, what you're feeling, the vibration. You felt his vibration. Like, something wrong with this fucker. You know? It's helped me in situations. It's times I was supposed to hit a lick and I was like, no, something ain't right, y'all. Something ain't right. Something's not right. Then one of my other friends backdoored me to go hit the lick. He in prison now for 30 years.
Damn.
And something told me, I was like, nah, man, this one ain't good. Oh, let's go. But we don't follow the intuition. Just like in relationships, just like at jobs. Listen to the energy. It will always lead you right.
Yeah, I think it's very important what you're saying in regards of no one knows what you want more than you do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
They can try to block it, but they don't know. When you start letting people in your energy field, just like you said with your friend, how do you know if someone's going to... That's energy. I'm saying don't let him know everything. You don't let him see all your energy. You let him see what you want, because if you expect people to do you, betray you, you can always block it. Because you're going to start paying attention to the traits of the person, of the betrayer. So anybody walking my path now, I learn, I'm going to watch him first. I don't befriend no one anymore. I'm going to observe you first. You know I am. I'm going to observe who this is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what happens. You start observing people, and they'll show you. Even a female, a male, if a woman's dating a man, he's going to show you. The first perception of the person, they're only going to show you a mask.
For so long.
Yeah. But they're going to show if he's bad, he got piss poor morally, or she's piss poor morally, she's going to show it, he's going to show it. Guarantee 100%.
It's up to you to listen.
There you go. But we don't listen because we get caught up in the feelings. Oh, I feel good to kiss this woman. I feel good. She's beautiful. I like looking at that fat boo because I like what other people are going to say. But you don't know she's piss poor morally just like him. She's not built with no substance. He's not built with no substance. But we all are like that. I don't like to judge people because look at me, an ex-criminal trying to turn my life around. You know, I can't judge people. I just tell the truth. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? My experiences.
No, absolutely. I think you're 100%.
That's all I can go by. Telling you what not to do. Even though if you choose to do it, just like you in the gym and you trying to lose weight, I could tell you not to go eat pizza and all that, but you could sneak behind my back and go munch out of control. Right? And who you only fooling yourself? You still paying me, so I don't give a damn. You know? That's when. But with someone who care for you, don't say I ain't taking no more money from you until you get your shit together. That's someone who you want to keep in your circle. You understand?
Yeah,
someone who cares about you won't take your money to harm you.
Yeah.
Everybody has a motive. 90% of people have a motive. I'm just being honest. You're only gonna find 10% of people that care for you. Even family.
They got to show it.
That's I tell people
through their actions,
through trials and error. You know, because me, you could disagree, and I could be like, man, you pissed me off. I still love you, my homie. And I can tell you when you're wrong, when you're in the midst of something. I'll tell you after you get through the situation when we not in front of people. Man, you put us in a bad situation.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You know,
That's
you
right.
got me in the middle of a shooting when we could have talked this shit out. Or go talk to his OG, you talk to yours. We could squash this beef. You know? But we so emotional.
Yeah, I think especially nowadays, and social media has kind of exacerbated that emotion. Where now we feel. I mean, now it's like if you get a heart or a like on your post, you're like you feel like, oh, this is awesome. Like I'm emotionally connected to this
dopamine
now.
hit.
That means if it's a beautiful woman or somebody that gives you a false ego, instead of saying, man, thank you for that because I love myself. Most of us don't love ourselves. I learned to love myself now. When I started loving myself, I don't care what you think of me no more. You can go, as long as you don't run up on me, we cool. Because I've never been scary. You know, where I'm from, we're not scared. We fight, you know. And that's how I learned. I don't care about people no more. Go jump in the lake.
What did it take for you? Because, you know, that's something I struggle with currently right now is loving yourself and being like, no, I am a person. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of these certain things. What did it take for you to realize that?
Cancer.
Damn.
That's why I told you cancer is not bad. Most people look at it as bad. You can heal yourself with the information we got out there. My body's changed, you know, with information. But it taught me about people. It taught me about loyalty. It taught me about respect. It taught me how to suffer. Not just suffering physically, mentally, spiritually. It made me suffer all type of way. Materially, when you use the money all the time. But it also built me in those areas. It made me like, that shit is not important no more. I want to live. I don't care about this woman or this dude or that person. It made me want to live. Like, life is real. It can be taken from you. You know, people are not real. No one cares. It's a famous movie. I love watching this movie. It's called The Bronx Tale. When Sonny says, no one cares, and when he died, it was only the one kid there. Everybody else, and it went back. I learned this lesson too. God bless my grandmother. I love her so much. She was a big influence. I was at her funeral, right, and everybody else was chit chatting and hugging and laughing, and I was the only one sad.
Damn.
Like really sad, because she meant so much to me. And when I was sitting in front of her casket, everybody else, I'm like, look, life will go on. Look, they don't care. I'm not saying they're bad people.
No, of course.
It's like,
It's nature.
yeah, like they're not hurting like I'm hurting inside by looking at my grandmother in that casket. I started talking to my grandmother like, thank you. While everybody was walking around, I'm sitting sad telling my grandma, thank you for everything you did for me. When my stomach was hurting, when I was constipated as a little baby, you would give me an enema. Those things I remember as a little kid. And my grandma would always sit on the porch and tell me, everything gonna be all right. So as I got older as a grown man, I tell my little girls, everything gonna be all right. That's how life works. Everything, when you're going through something, it shall pass.
So from
If you
hearing
don't give up.
From hearing you right now, all suffering is bad.
But it teaches you something.
Teaches you something.
It teaches you something. Remember, it's really not bad. Really, it's helping you. It's building character. It's building endurance. It makes you tough.
It makes you strong.
So it's not bad. Even when you're in the gym working out, I tell people, the pain is what making you grow. If you don't go through the pain, you can't grow. You can't get a beautiful body. Right?
Everyone wants to go to heaven. No one wants to die.
There you go.
You
You gotta go get through it. You know. That's
Facts,
how it
yo.
works.
Facts,
Yeah,
man.
that's how it works.
No, that's really amazing, man. And
That's how it works.
no, it is. But you don't realize that up until you get to a position.
But I told you the glory side.
Yeah.
The pain, no one appreciate that. Only time you appreciate something, I heard what's the gentleman name? Very wealthy, he died of cancer. He had pancreatic cancer. Who owned Apple before?
Oh, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs said, and he taught me this. It's crazy how you can learn from everybody. You only gonna be able to understand when you look back. When you look back, like he created Windows, a certain part of Windows, from pain that he went through. No, not from pain. He was walking to a place to eat at a Jewish center, and he learned something as he was walking, and it helped him in his company down the road. When he lost his company, he created another. I think Pixel.
Created Pixar and
Pixar. But he learned that from when he was no money, broke. He was struggling.
He got fired from Apple.
There you go. And created Pixar. And they picked it up and it blew up. So something came from his pain.
Yeah.
See how it works?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, Steve Jobs is one of my favorite.
I love it. And I pick up things. I pick up
well.
jewels from everybody. I pick up jewels from kids. I'll watch a kid and I'm like, wow, look at that child. You know? That's why people are so ignorant that they live one way. You can't.
Yeah.
Because you could be missing a blessing over here.
Hell yeah.
Where do you think that comes from? Like, you know, that whole ignorant, like, I'm certain that this is the way that, you know, that's not meant for me. You know what I mean?
You can't blame them because I told you everything is like nature. Whatever's planted in your soil of your brain is going to manifest in the natural. So it's like they say, as above, so below.
As above, so below.
It's the same. It's the same. Above is the brain. Below, it's going to come out.
Damn.
Above is how you created it here. Below, the vibration of it showing up in your life. Right?
Wow.
That's how it works.
Wow.
Because everything created in your thought conscious. Every car I ever wanted. If I wanted $100,000, I mean, I got to get $100,000 in 2 months. I don't care how I got to get it. It thought here, but manifested in the natural. So it came from the above and came below.
Came from the above and came, yeah, absolutely.
That's what that really means. Above, it's below. It's the same.
And I'm
As
sure,
above, so below.
I'm sure it matters like what you tune into.
That's what I'm saying.
What kind of wavelength you're tuning
That's what
into.
people don't understand that. The vibration of what you're pulling from the brain, because what you're thinking about coming from a conscious thought pattern, a place of consciousness. And then it comes in your brain and it manifests itself out.
Wow.
That's how it works.
That's amazing, man. And it's such a strong testament. I mean, like, for someone in your position right now to be speaking in such a way that's so powerful and so liberating.
Yeah.
You know, you're going through a lot, but yet you find such a positive avenue to kind of like
Thank you.
manifest this. Where does that come from?
Trial and error, I think, and humility. It took a long time to get that, because I don't blame nobody for my life no more. I had to blame me. How did I get here? I did it. When God told me, I can't let you get away with what you've done, but I'll sustain you and bring you to another level.
Damn.
It's funny when you get quiet and start talking to God. God has a way of speaking to you. He'll send someone up to you. Weird things started happening to me. You know, the other day I was walking in a grocery store, and I was thinking about starting a podcast, but I was worried about how people would judge me. Because I've always been a secretive person.
Yeah, I understand.
Always been secretive. Like, stand out of light. I always believe in stay out of the way. So I was like, God, if it's meant for me to start a podcast, you got to give me a message. And I was in the grocery store, and I was a little bit depressed. And this happened in real life. These 3 little white kids was walking this way. One of them stopped me and said, "Excuse me, sir, you're going to be big." And he kept going. He don't know me. And then God, but him saying that meant me to start a podcast and start speaking, because there's so many people out there I can help. So that's what gave me even to do you guys' podcast, because I never really do podcasts. It's not my style.
Right.
But people need to learn about the illness of cancer, the life of struggle, you know, what it is. No struggle, no progress.
No struggle, no progress. I mean, it sounds like to me, like, once you realize what you know you want to do, the world kind of becomes your oyster. It becomes your library to learn and to dive into.
That's why I'm going to start to put my own podcast with the help of you guys. And I want to get my message out there now, because I hear a lot of foolishness, you know, going on. People be talking about dumb shit. I'm like, you stupid bastard. You lead these people down, you know, you're leading them down a razor blade.
Yeah.
That's what you leading these people down. And you think it's funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. You're able to help the youth. Teach them, like, no, you could do good things, man. I'm going to help you get on the track. People that are dealing with an illness, I could teach them about this herb you should be taking. This is what helped my body heal. You know? I learned a lot. But it took pain for me to learn, because God had to sit me still and put me in the wilderness to learn. That's what God does. He'll chastise you, then he'll put you in a wilderness. Then he'll build you back up. A quiet place. But first he's gonna chastise you, then he puts you in a quiet place to learn and build your spirit. Then he'll bring something new in your life, and then it'll start growing.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I was always worried about how people will perceive me doing a podcast. Like, oh man, he's ex this, doing that. But now I learned, like, fuck people. You know, you ain't gonna say it in my face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These cowards are
What
there.
you
They want to say, yeah, they won't step me in real life. You know, like let's get it in. You know, but that's how life works. My job is to try to reach people. You know, I don't like. You know, I'm not really part of the fitness industry no more. You know, it just was. I wasn't happy with it anyways.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was burnt out when you own businesses and gyms, and I wasn't happy. You know, I'm like, damn, I spent all these years chasing a dollar again, but not chasing life. I never got to travel, never enjoyed myself like I was supposed to. I was always after the money because I wanted the material items that the money would give me.
So, what drove your motivation to chase that? Was it a void? Was it pain? Was it like, nah, I just want it?
Being insecure with myself. I grew up thinking that I was a ugly child. You know what I'm saying? Then when I started getting girls, I was like, damn.
I ain't that ugly.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe it. Like, man, I started putting some of the baddest women, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful women. I was like, you know what I'm saying? But insecurities. I never loved myself, and it took me a while. Cancer made me love myself.
Yeah.
Cancer.
That's why I love cancer.
That's crazy.
I don't hate cancer. I love cancer
Wow.
because it made me love myself.
I heard like the three greatest downfalls of great men is liquor, leverage, like debt, borrowing money, a woman.
It's always those bad habits and emotionals and being emotional.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tell people all the time, like, it's a blessing in everything. If you want to die, you're gonna die, you know. But if you don't want to die, you're not gonna die because you're gonna find a solution. You're gonna find a solution. I found doctors. I asked God to give me wisdom and grace. He put doctors in my life that are not from America.
Damn.
Yeah.
I got some of the biggest doctors from Europe helping me. I received a call from a doctor from Europe. He's saying, "You're all right." I looked at scans, and if you want to come here, we got certain new medication, but I got you.
That was an amazing thing that I went through that process with my sister, is like, you know, realizing that modern medicine does not have all the answers.
No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
God tells you, "I give you herbs to heal the nation." The body can regenerate itself. I learned that now. Like me, I don't put certain foods in my body no more. I'll never drink milk again. I'll never probably eat bread again. I'll never eat certain meats again because I used to love shrimp and, you know, crabs. I would never eat it again.
Oh wow, really?
It's bottom feeders. It's no good. They all really, people don't understand what cancer really is. Cancer is a parasitic infection, but they call it a mutation. But we would never know that until we start studying what it is. They got books out on it. It's a parasitic infection. All it is, the parasite. If you don't kill the parasite, it's just keep having 200,000 babies a day.
Man, that would kill you.
Now, if your body can't recognize it, if your immune system is compromised, your body can't recognize it because it has killer T cells. Go out, kill the enemy.
Yeah.
But then it's too late when your body's you're stressed out.
Yep.
You're drinking, you're smoking, you're eating bad, you're overweight, the immune system is compromised, you're inflamed inside.
Damn.
So now cancer's saying, I'm in an environment that I need, an acidic environment.
Wow.
And that's one thing that, like, I remember profoundly is, like, when my sister, you know, she got rid of the cancer, she's in remission. They're like, you can go back to living the way you were.
See,
You
it
don't-
came back,
you don't
right?
have to no, it didn't, because
didn't?
we knew differently.
There you go.
We knew that we had to change our diet. We had
Thank
to
you.
change our lifestyle.
Just what I just
We had to
said.
change she's now 8 years in remission.
Look at that.
But like
Thank you. That's
most
amazing,
other
man.
people,
Yeah.
like I've seen kids there, man. At Joe DiMaggio Hospital is one of the saddest places you can go to. It's a children cancer hospital ward. And they don't tell you none of that. So then you see these kids come back in remission a couple months later because the doctors told them, you don't have to change anything. You're healed. You're cured.
Yeah, the doctor didn't tell them that cancer thrives on glucose and glutamine. Those are the two things that cancer eats. If you take glucose out your diet, you still got to block glutamine because the body produces glutamine. That's why carbohydrates turns into sugars. That's sugar, any carbohydrate. That's why they're coming out with the keto diet. Higher fats,
Lower the
no carbs.
Yeah.
So cancer saying, "Oh, you're not giving me what I need to eat," so the tumors start exploding. You know.
So what you think about the people that drink like pure starch or like pure carb load? That like
Carb
carb loading heavily? Because I've been talking to a lot of bodybuilders. They're like, They're like drinking pure carbs.
They new fools.
Yeah.
They're new fools because sooner or later, like I learned so much about what helped me get cancer. One of my doctor specialists showed me. He said you were drinking 5 Red Bulls a day. The tumor was already there. I just helped it, and I remember why I wanted gummy bears and candy all the time.
Yeah.
He said the tumor was in there saying, "Feed me." And people don't say I would never drink another energy drink to save my life. And when I see people drinking that shit, I'm like, do you know what's in that? Your insides are streaming. Your liver is so overwhelmed. Big people, bodybuilders that want to do steroids, keep on. Your liver's screaming, say, I'm going to get you. I'm going to punish you. Because it filters everything. It scars everything. Anything go through your kidneys and your liver, you're going to scar it. People don't know about taking milk, thistle, dandelion. I know about herbs. I think I should be a scholar now. I've learned so much about herbs. I learned a lot about herbs, but it took me to go through this illness to learn about herbs. Like I eat herbs. I drink herbs every day, every morning I wake up. Because I detox the body. My body's not inflamed anymore. My joints don't ache, nothing. My vitality came back as a man, you know. I was like, man, it's amazing how you can clean your body out and it'll start performing again.
It's amazing how they don't teach you that.
They're not gonna teach you, but why I just like the analogy I gave you earlier. No one cares. Like, let's put me even in a situation. If I was making $100 million or millions of dollars, I don't want nobody to find out how to stop me. But now as I become a man of integrity and I know that's ugly in God's eyes, I wouldn't bother it. You understand? Because I know what can happen if you get on God's bad side. You know, because he'll let you have it. You know,
You get your turn.
you get your turn.
On the
He make you fear him. Like, okay, I would never rob a person again. I would never sell a kilo of cocaine again. I would never do that. Even though if I'm struggling, I still won't do it because I made a promise to God.
Yeah.
And I know if I go back on my word, he can go back on his word. When he told me, I'm going to save your life. God told me, you're going to beat this. Because I need you to do what you made our agreement to do.
Put on work.
Yes, I
Honest
got to
work.
teach people. Like real life. I don't care how they perceive me. I just got to be me. Yeah.
Unapologetically you.
Absolutely. I don't know how to get in the podcast world. I'm going to learn.
Yeah, you're here.
Absolutely.
I told you, bro. I told you we'd make it happen.
Yeah, you damn sure did. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. No, it's an absolute privilege to have you on today.
That was real as shit. Like, we were so excited like weeks ago, and then he told us about your situation. You're like, damn. And we didn't care you canceled. We were like, damn, look what Rock is going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's more, I think your guys are more the blessing than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm very humble. I thank you for guys allowing me to do this. Because remember, I just don't know, the new direction that I'm going in life, But it's not about me. It's about you guys allowing me to have a platform. So it's not me. It's you guys.
Oh, bro, when you get rich again, don't forget about it.
Oh, man. The Lord's will. The Lord's will.
Don't forget about little engineer
that type of
out
money
here.
again. I would never be foolish again. Yeah.
So we went 10, 15 years back.
Yeah.
Let's go 10, 15 years ahead. What does that look like for Rock?
To be honest, I have a platform that I'm talking to 500 million people that's going to know my name, and I'm going to help. My goal is to feed millions.
Yeah.
And I think me knowing people 500 million people knowing me, who I am, what I stand for, and how many can I help out of the 500 million. That's just my goal, Living in one of the biggest houses in Manalapan.
Hell yeah, boy.
Manalapan's a nice area.
Yeah, I'm living off the ocean.
Nice.
And just appreciating the moment. Me walking out my house to the ocean. Whatever I want materially, but don't let it consume me. Just know that it's there, but knowing one day I'm going to leave here and that stuff is going to turn to rust. At least I can leave my loved ones something to have. I want grandkids to know their grandfather. That's what I want in life.
Wow.
That's what life is really about. To have your kids know who you were.
Yeah.
To leave them something. In the black community, we're not left anything. We're not left anything.
Damn.
Because it's not our grandparents' fault. They didn't have shit. Imagine their great-grandparents. They didn't have shit. They were slaves.
They were slaves.
In 1964, I think I think 1964, blacks got the right to vote, I think.
Damn.
1964, 68, one of those. Yeah.
So imagine if we couldn't vote, we had no rights to get money to save, go get no credit. The Fair Housing Act wasn't around then, I don't think. You see how it worked?
Yeah.
So how could they possibly leave me anything?
Exactly. Yeah. They couldn't advocate for themselves.
Absolutely. They were struggling.
Yeah, I think it was 1968. We went to the moon before we figured that out.
They still had colored bathrooms in there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, colored and white bathrooms. So that's life.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Man, that's
But
incredible.
we're here to fight the power, dude, or become it.
Let's just take one day at a time. That's how I tell everybody. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Worry about right now. Where you at?
The only thing you can control.
I don't think about tomorrow anymore. I think about today. What I got to do. You know?
And does that give you more peace?
Absolutely. Because when you wake up in the morning, the first thing I say is thank you. Gratitude. Thank you every morning. Thank you. And then he'll give you more days. Because you're conscious of him. And two, you're in gratitude. So that's how you know he'll give you another day. Because he tells you that.
Rock, yeah. Who is someone you look up to? Who is someone that you're like, I will want to know more information about this person? Or is there like any mentors or anybody?
The people that I really like to listen to of their struggle, I love Cat Williams, 50 Cent, because he reminds me of me. He just did, better things. I like Steve Harvey's story. I listen to a lot of his. Tyler Perry motivates me a lot. Oprah Winfrey, she taught me how to surrender.
How to surrender.
Yeah, Oprah taught me how to surrender. Tyler Perry taught me that it took him 7 years to get where he needed to be. And then when it happens, when it really pops, nothing you can do. Just like when things came against me that was bad, what about when the wind turns the other way? I'll appreciate it when the wind shifts, because it can't blow one way all the time. I don't care what no one tells you. It's called a season. Sometimes the seasons are years.
Yeah.
But then what about when it turns if you faint not, like the word says, right? And then when it turns, you can appreciate it like, okay, God, I'm going to stay balanced. I'm not going to get too high or too low. I don't care if I'm worth 200 million. I'm never going to go here or go here. I'm going to stay right in the middle. Be just cool, baby. Just chill.
That's what got you the 200 million to begin with.
There you go. But I learned that. But those are my role models. And Derek Harper was a great role model of mine, NBA player, because he treated me with class and love. Dude was solid. Great man. Minister Farrakhan. I love. People think he's radical, but what he says makes so much sense. But we don't listen because they let other people tell him that he's radical, he's racist. Why he got to be racist if he's telling us what we need to do as black men to live? He's trying to teach us not to be suppressed. So he's racist because
they don't like it.
They don't like because
they
when you tell someone, if you tell somebody the truth that they fucking up, they don't like that.
No, of course not.
You calling them out on that shit. And Minister Farrakhan's a great man. I just love those type of men. You know what I'm saying? I've always loved men of knowledge.
Yeah. I feel like magic happens when you surround yourself with witness. And like, for example, this dude, my sparring partner, first day, shit, ass, fucking a Kit Kat, like a little kid could beat me with decent boxing skills. My sparring partner, he ain't trying to hurt me. He's trying to like, all right, this is why you keep your hand up. You know what I'm saying?
And
teaching you. Yeah. And some people take it the wrong way. It's like, nah,
you take the jab, you throw in the jab slow and you're not pulling it back to protect yourself. I'm gonna pull on the top of the jab. I'm around boxers all the time, and they're like, okay, remember, you have to do something thousands of times to master it.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yes.
And people don't want to do that. Remember I was telling you about it takes time to grow? You got to do the same thing repetitive thousands of times. Sooner or later, you become a master at it. Like many people in life, I be looking at it like, man, they be a man of many things, but a master of nothing.
None. Jack of all trades, master of
nothing. Instead of you creating something that's so amazing, that's giving you enough comfort, then you go, wander off to other things, and try other situations. But most people, we're so stupid. I told you, we move with the wind.
Yeah.
And the people that used to be successful are the people that stick to the task. Stay on the path. The path gonna hurt. It's gonna get narrow, tight. It's gonna be painful sometimes. It's gonna be humiliating. It's gonna be worrisome, stress. But you gotta know that if you take a step, God will always give you little breadcrumbs to keep you moving.
There's a
He
quote.
always give you a ram in the bush. I don't care what no one said. When I was in business, when I was struggling, he always would give someone to get me out the mess until he was telling me it's time to move on, son. And I wouldn't. I'm like, no, I think this is what you gave me.
He said,
I
nah,
worked hard to get
man.
it.
I
God
got
said,
it good now. I don't want to.
Yeah, but God said, okay, I'll make you move on. I'll allow something
Damn.
happy to redirect you.
He said a bull.
There's a great quote that I love that just reminds me of. It's like the road to hell feels like heaven, but the road to heaven feels like hell.
There you go.
You know what I
Perfect.
mean?
Perfect
And-
analogy. I
and-
love that one.
And when it came to like sparring or whatever, and
Yeah.
like he caught me with a couple good, 2 or 3s, and he was like, "I'm sorry." Like, no, like my hand should have been up.
There you go.
My hand
You
should have
learn
been
from
up.
the pain of that lump. Like I told you
Absolutely.
earlier,
Yeah.
pain teaches it. It's the great equalizer. I tell people all the time, the pain will go away when the lesson is learned. The lesson was to keep your hand up.
Yeah.
So you won't get the pain of him clipping you, right?
And better to
That's how it
bleed
works.
more in training than to bleed more in battle.
Absolutely. Because training prepares you for battle.
Yes, sir.
It's a different energy. Like when you're preparing to get in a real fight, your endorphins are all over the place, your adrenaline is going crazy. But if you can calm the brain and calm down and keep poised, you do great things.
That's why I love martial arts, man. Because you spoke about there's a lot of emotional characters now these days, and that's why I love martial arts. Is like that's the only like area that you can control. Like you come face to face with those emotions, and you're like, you have to find a way to overcome them, and you're in a controlled setting where the guy's not trying to kill you, but you're trying to overcome the fear, the anxiety. You're tired, and everything feels heavy, but you're finding a way to overcome that.
You're doing it. I'm telling you how you overcome it. What is the best thing in life? The experience is what? The best teacher. Okay? If you spar 1,000 rounds, would you be scared anymore?
No.
You're used to it, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Experience is the best teacher.
That's what got me into martial arts, man. I remember I got into like a little fight in high school. I didn't know no martial arts.
Okay.
This kid pulled out a knife on me because I made a joke and it wasn't received well, whatever.
Okay.
So he pulled out a fucking knife. He's like, "I'm gonna fucking cut you." I called my dad. I'm like, "Hey man, this guy's trying to fucking do something." He came up. Nah, this guy, my dad's a little crazy. He's from El Salvador, third world country. He brought up a fucking.
Good man, though.
He brought up a gun and shit. I'm like, you can't bring a gun to my high school, bro. What the
No,
fuck?
but he
know
was
what I mean?
playing.
But I remember that fear of
Shit got
fear, and I hated feeling like that little bitch, and that's what motivated me to be like, all right, I'm gonna find a way to get comfortable with this feeling till I can find my way out of it.
Fear is beautiful, though. If you don't have fear, then you're not conscious of what can happen to you. Remember, everyone's scared. I talk to boxers all the time. They were like, "Rock, I don't care who it is that walk to that ring. We're all nervous and got a little fear. But if you don't have fear, you don't respect your opponent.
Yeah.
A fearless person will run in. Usually, people that are fearless get killed. Like people that do crazy shit, jumping off roofs and shit, and but doing all kinds of ignorant shit, paragliding and jumping off with wings and shit. They get killed. They fearless. They don't respect the nature. That this can happen to you. So fear is a great thing. I tell people all the time, you don't have fear, you're a fool. I used to run in houses, tie people up. I'm fearful what's behind that door first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear is, it's a natural because our brain is designed to keep the body alive.
Yeah.
It's designed to keep yourself alive. But if you live within those rules of like, all right, I don't want to feel fear because I don't want to feel threatened, you're almost confined.
That's different situations.
That's a
Fearless. Fearless means you have no conscience of
consequence.
no consequences of something bad happening to you. That's like you start jumping off something that if I'm on this roof and I ain't got nothing to hold me tight, I'm fearless. I don't care. I'm fearless. I don't care about that. And you make one mistake, you gonna fall and kill yourself. But people are crazy. I'm fearful. Yeah.
That happened to me, man. I used to be a big Spider-Man fan when I was a kid.
Fearless.
And like my parents got me like one of those web slingers things.
Yeah, I know something.
I climbed up the roof and I was like, all right, I'm gonna swing off this tree, and I broke my leg.
Yeah. See what happened? You were fearless.
I was like, I'm gone.
You learn from pain.
They learn today, boy.
Yes. I tell people all the time, it's okay to have fear. Fear is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it goes back to the situation where I always was raised like, if you whoop me, you whoop me. I'm not gonna run. The difference between the coward and the hero. The coward won't try. The hero will. That's the difference.
Yeah.
The coward has fear.
Yeah. There's a lot more beauty, respect, in just not running away
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
Because the hero feels the
confronting
fear,
it.
but does it anyway.
Yeah.
But if you take a certain drug that might inhibit your fear.
There you go.
That's
That's
a
an,
crazy state. Like I've
There
had
you
some
go.
crashed out women just crash out my car on some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Just because of intoxication.
Damn.
it's an illusion. Yeah. Fear is a beautiful thing. I tell people all the time, no, it's okay to fear someone. It's the person who conquers their fear, the one who gets on the other side win. Because even if you lose, you still learn something.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn not to make that mistake again and do it. So you try it
True.
again. It's just being a coward and being not not trying to. If you lose, try again. Because you had to learn something to lose. Everyone loses. I don't care what no one say. We can lose certain type of in life. Pain gonna come all type of ways.
Yeah.
I never thought my pain would come this way. I could have lost a loved one, a kid, a mom, a dad. See what I'm trying to say? Everyone's gonna lose something.
Everybody takes L's.
Everybody take an L. I don't care who it is. You can let them front like they don't. Everyone's takes an L. Everyone.
I think what makes a difference is those who are willing to take the L.
Absolutely. Ready to get off the seesaw. You know, get back up when it's their turn to come back up. You know, that's how it works.
Wow. I find that martial arts is one of those things that it's a great lesson. I feel like every lesson in life can be learned in the cage or in the ring.
Okay.
What, in terms of how to deal with fear, or, overcoming that. What are there other things in your experience outside of martial arts that, or maybe it is in martial arts that you have found that that's the best way to overcome that?
What you're doing right now in martial arts and participating in combat sports is giving you discipline. And the discipline you're learning from that is going to give you discipline from all areas of your life. That's all what's
trickles
happening
down.
to you. That's it.
Yeah.
Because you got to go there every day. You got to be mentally, spiritually, physically in tune, or something hurt you. That's how you're going to be with your kids. That's how you're going to be with your loved one, your wife, your family, spiritually in tune and know how to deal with problems. Because remember, combat is a problem. It's a war, right?
They gotta solve it.
There you go. That's how life works. It gives you discipline, structure. That's why you ever heard people say, a child that stays busy usually makes it before the child that's idle, like hanging out, doing shit. Them the ones usually get fucked up in the street. The one that you stay busy on this sport, end up going to college, doing things, meeting good people, staying busy.
Yeah.
That's how life is.
Correct the boy. You don't have to punish the man.
There you go.
Wise. I love that. I
You
love
dig? That's how it really works. I would have children. Hey man, you guys gotta participate in some type of after school activities. Do this, do that. Because if you give an idle mind, that was me. If no one was around, I was around the drug dealers and the thugs. So I want to be cool, hang with the older kids. So you get corrupted.
Yeah.
They'll pimp you out in a different way. You still can make some money, but they're gonna get the best of the money. But I tell everybody in every company, I talk to a lot of CEOs, and they're like, Rob, what's your advice to me? I said, you really want the truth? I said, go ahead and get the pimping out the way, because your ass going to get pimped in the beginning. Everyone gets pimped in the beginning.
Wow.
We call it pay your dues.
Pay your dues.
You're going to get pimped. You're going to work hard for somebody else to make all the money.
Yeah.
Because somebody coming behind you going to work hard to make you make all the money.
Right.
And you got to teach them, hey man, you're gonna get pimped. Go on and get your pimping out the way. Go on,
That's, hey man, that's why I'm an entrepreneur now. I'm in real estate. I was in the Marine Corps. I was pimped for 4 years. I was sent out everywhere, and whatever the case is, man. So yeah, absolutely. Like recognizing that, I think is very important. But you yourself, you're around so many successful people.
I'm around a lot.
You have a great wealth of network. What is something that you find in all of them, a common trait in all
keeping
of them?
Keeping it real. And I don't want to speak on some of the famous people. You've seen me around them. They all have insecurities. Every last one of them. All of them. You guys see me around these people. Very famous. All of them are insecure in some fashion or form, And you wouldn't expect it. I was like, wow, this person got millions of dollars. I go to their place, they're lonely. Telling me, Rock, how do you're comfortable around people? I'm not. I'm like, wow. Because they're so scared of someone hurting them. All of them. I'm like, wow.
So insecurity isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No. Insecurity is really not we all insecure in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
I'm insecure. I'm a very insecure man.
No.
I'm so insecure. But sometimes I just got charisma, you know.
But
to
that's
be around
real though.
people.
The fact that you got that awareness, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying? Most
don't
people,
think
real men won't want to admit
Oh,
that.
I'm so insecure.
Yeah.
We all have mama issues. I need my mother.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I need to heal my 6-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, when you react off emotions, it's your 6-year-old. You know?
Your inner child.
Yeah, I be saying, man, that's why a lot of things don't move me no more. I be laughing like, yo, it's all good. You can't hurt me what I've been through. Because I'm never going to put my value in a person ever again. I'll never put my value on another human being. The value's inside of me. Never in my life I would never put value of it. Because they're going to let you down every time. They can turn just like this. I'm never going to put value in a human being ever again. Because when you do, you give them the upper hand.
You give them the upper hand.
Absolutely. I mean, they control you.
Yeah.
I control my own self, so I'm not going to put value in you. You're my friend, but I'm not going to put value in you. You got to show me what you bring to me in my life. Not me telling you what I think you should bring to my life. From now on, everybody walking in my life, I judge them now. Why are you here? What are you doing for me? I'm going to be a loyal friend, but what do you bring to my life?
Yeah.
Right.
What you're bringing to the table.
Absolutely. Most people don't bring shit.
Yeah.
Gotta be reciprocal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fair, no robbery, fair exchange. You know, I bring a little knowledge and what I've been through the game, some of the people that I know. You read the text of someone famous? He said I inspired him. And damn, I'm like, damn, man, you got 8 million followers on social media. How I'm inspiring you? He's like, you inspire me, Rob.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
You know, that's funny how life works. I'm like, man, I'm inspiring you. Give me some money. Shit. Give me some money. You know, give me some paper. That's inspiring me.
Inspire me to inspire you.
Yeah, I inspire you every day. Give you a jewel or a tip.
Inspiration going.
Yeah, give me some cash, you know? You know, I'm like, man. I don't mean to go off script. Can we turn the AC on?
No, of course, absolutely, Martin. Do you mind if we can turn
I'm
the
sweating
AC
like a
on?
runaway slave.
Appreciate you, bro.
It's
I mean, you're in the sweatshirt. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
all good.
No, for sure, man. Wow. That's incredible nuggets, I think, in this session here that I think many people can take away.
Hell yeah,
You know.
bro. It was worth the wait. It was worth the
absolutely
wait.
worth the wait.
Thank you guys. I appreciate
No,
it.
man.
It's
Thank
just so
you,
much
bro.
knowledge I got in my head
Thank you,
that needs
dude.
to go out to people that need help.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
dig? Because there's a lot of young cats that need advice and they're trying to find themselves. And they're hurting just like us.
Listening to you, just like a fly on the wall, bro. I was genuinely moved.
Thank
Certain
you.
points emotionally, bro. I was holding back tears like real talk.
Oh, thank you, bro. I really appreciate it,
really did
man.
resonate with me on a deep level.
It means a lot to me. I spoke with a lady 2 days ago and she started crying.
Yeah.
She literally broke down in front of me. She's like, you helped me today. And I was like, God, what's going on? He was like, send people in my
It's
presence.
powerful, bro.
Yeah.
So you gotta
She's like, you
persevere.
touched my heart. She was like, you had me crying because now I believe in myself.
And I understand, you know, it's hard, man. That's why I learned, man. Don't worry about people. People, they don't care about you, so I don't care about people no more. To be honest, just the way I live my life now. I told you I don't expect nothing anymore. I expect you to be an asshole piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, until you show me different.
I go through the same thing too, man. So like I make prospecting calls, cold calls.
Yeah.
Which is one of the hardest things you can do.
Absolutely.
You know what I
People
mean?
get aggravated.
Oh man, people are so
Yeah.
comfortable over the phone. They'll talk to you.
I told you that
any
gangster shit, but that's why I don't worry about people in person. I don't. Like, hey, because most of them are cowards.
Yes.
Real gangsters don't move with anger. They don't move off emotion.
Yes.
Because they've been through so much. They move off, they're very diplomatic men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gangsters are diplomatic. Remember that. They're very diplomatic. But that's what got them to where they had to be. But they can't move off emotions because emotions get you jammed up. So they look at it in a different way. I learned, like, real people that talk with, if it ain't hurting their family or hurting them, they let that shit, man, you ain't hurt me, stop me from getting no money. So we don't worry about you.
Absolutely, man. And one thing I realized is like, yeah, you know, some guy chewed me out over the phone or whatever.
Yeah.
But what's amazing is that as soon as I hang up, he already forgot about me. He's not thinking about me no more. I'm thinking about the chewed out that he gave to me, but I'm looking for that one person who says yes. 99 no's, but I get that one yes, makes up for all of that.
I'm gonna teach you how you can get more business that way. I learned this. When a person is angry at you, I'm gonna teach you what to say to them. You say, "I'm so sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrupt your day, and I want you to have an amazing day because life is short. And you don't have to be angry. And I'll make a bet with you. When you say that to them, they'll calm down and they'll do business with you. They'll hear you out. Remember, when someone goes high like that, you go, don't.
Yes.
You stay low. Excuse me. Stay humble.
Yeah.
Stay in gratitude. But if you stay in gratitude, you can always calm a situation.
Yeah.
Remember, you don't, because when you angry, no one hears each other talking, but you stay in gratitude and say, I'm sorry. Just to get your point across, the person will be like, damn, I was wrong.
No, yeah. And it's amazing because, like, you know, that's how business is, especially in the beginning. It's like, you know, you got to get to someone to get them to, you know, to understand that you're a person on the other side of the
Absolutely.
phone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just a cold call. I'm not just, you know what, I am trying to understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
And when people feel understood,
Yes.
that's when you gain a little bit of influence over them. You're like, all right, fine, I'll meet with you. Or, fine, I'll do
And I
it.
tell people this all the time. One of my favorite saying is, what's understood don't need to be explained. Growing up hustling, you know, pimps would teach us these words and tell us, like, when people really got money, what's understood don't need to be explained about. I was taught that by players. If you got money, you ain't got to explain it. It explains itself. Usually the broke people always want to show you that they got shit. They're broke. Billionaires walk around with cut off jeans on and cheap ass shoes.
You would never know.
And you would never know. Because what's understood don't need to be explained. He's jumping in that Ferrari and that Rolls Royce out there, which I see a lot. And I'm like, damn, he just like a bum, he got all that money. You see what I'm saying? What's understood don't need to be explained. But the guys who you see that I know a guy who got a Ferrari and everything. He wants you to think he got money, he dead broke.
That's how he got his money.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, ah, man.
But spend it all.
Yeah,
You got it around. He's wearing his
but that's life, so you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
incredible, man. So, all right, Rock, it was an absolute pleasure to dig into your mind a little bit,
Yeah.
understand you a little bit more. You you have a book that's out there. It's I actually read the preface of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How'd
so
you like it?
I liked it. It was very well written.
Yeah,
I
thank
found, and not just well written, but I almost found myself in the book, and I was like, I could relate
Wow.
to a lot of these
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean? Because it might not be the same exact challenges, but
Yeah.
the concepts of those challenges, I
Understand.
can relate to them in my own.
I got
What was the name of your book again?
you. The Rock Story,
The Rock Story.
No Struggle, No
No
Progress.
struggle, no process.
Yeah.
I absolutely recommend it. You
Yeah.
need to find that out there.
It's my real life. You know, I left a lot out the book because I had to, but maybe a kid can pick it up and say, "Hey, I don't want to. You don't have to do it. You don't have to go that route. You can go this route." I tried my best to do the right thing, but it's so hard because I still had that energy in me of doing wrong. You can't have one foot over here and one foot over here. It's got to be the one way or the other. So
Yeah.
I tried to play both sides. You can't. I'm just keeping it real.
No, absolutely.
You
So,
can't win.
amazing.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have you here on again. Can't
Oh,
wait for your
absolutely.
own show.
Yeah.
I can't wait to subscribe to it.
I know, right?
Listen
I'm
to
gonna
it.
say you guys, but I'm ready. It's a new journey for me. I just want to give people the real game, real knowledge, not the foolishness that we see people entertaining. So much foolishness. I'm like, you guys know what's going on around you? Blacks and Hispanics are getting cancer at a rate. Like, you guys don't understand these STDs and stuff. You guys start protecting yourself. I do studying on all this. It's all parasitic. Like, people don't know you can heal from all these infections
Yeah.
with food.
That's crazy.
And I didn't even know this stuff. I'm like, wow. And then I started studying the ingredients in some of these pills. It's the food.
It's a food. Yeah, my
Like the garlic and stuff like that. That stuff compounded into like antibiotic. It's an antibiotic. I didn't even know that till scientists taught me
I
these
fuck
stuff.
with ginger a lot. Ginger.
Yeah, anti-inflammatories, turmeric and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Your body's so inflamed. I tell people every day you should be drinking tea, turmeric tea and stuff like that every day. Ginger, every day. Your body's so inflamed right now. All
Constantly
yeah,
overwhelmed.
yeah.
my not my ex-girlfriend, but her mom was diabetic,
Okay.
and she took a trip to Italy, and constantly over here she has to monitor her blood sugars, make sure that over there she had pasta every day, desserts,
Yeah.
and her blood sugar never spiked.
So it's something obviously here that she's doing wrong. That
It's the food.
there you go.
It's more natural over
See?
there.
Yes, the food.
And that's like common sense. 1 + 1. Life is like that. Life is just like that. Very simple. Very black and white. That's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rock, I appreciate you.
That is
Thank you so
fine,
much,
bro.
man.
I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you.
My
bro.
man.
Absolutely.
All right.
More to come from Rock.
Yo, part two.
Part two.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
So rap.
Thank you,
Cool.
guys.
Appreciate
No, I
you.
appreciate it. Yo, shout out to the support staff, Eden, Martin.
That was genuinely
Nothing impossible with them,
best
dude.
episode by far.
See it.
Oh, okay. I'll go fuck myself.
Thank you, my boy.
Creatives.
I'll do some editing.
Yeah,
Anything you guys want, like
Need you guys
requests
to
as
help
far
me,
as
man.
edits.
Fine.
Not bad.
Any requests, edits, or anything that you want me to take out or whatever?
How do I look on camera? I ain't gonna call fucked up, dude.
Nah.